Welcome in. Welcome to your Sunday Soul Messages. These are just going to be clarity, divine messages, okay, for the week, for whenever you see this message, okay? It can resonate for anyone at any time, for any reason. Take it as it resonates, as I don't know you or your life. I do sing, I do cuss. I hope that doesn't bother you, but if for some reason it does, I see you return to Tarot Land where there are other readers that are much more in alignment with you, as it may not be me. Still love you, but need you to be where you need to be in order to thrive, flow, and grow. Let's get into these messages and see what the divine has for us for today. Today is the last day for the sale. I have 4 different readings for you to choose from. If you are interested, the link is in the description box below, okay? Get this sound together. Okay. Like I was saying, everything is in the description box below. If you're interested in the sale is listed below in the description box, okay? Hopefully the sound is good. Let's get into these messages and see what the divine has for you. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light, I ask that you protect me from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet, my aura and energetic field as I do this message for the collective. I ask that you would show clear, accurate, and concise messages at this time, showing me clear messages for what it is that the collective needs to know so that I may give the message. I'm grateful to be able to share my gift and give these messages, and I pray that the right person will receive this message at the right time. May the highest vibration find us at all times, as we are forever grateful for your messages. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors, and guides, may the highest vibration find us at all times, as we are forever grateful. So it be, and so it be. Y'all know we nosy, so let's see. What's up, Erica? What's going on? The song that's playing right now is Sacred Space. I saw it in the lineup and I clicked on it because I was like, this is perfect. Okay, Sacred Space. So some of y'all could be guided to get into your sacred space. Find some quiet time today to meditate. Find some quiet time today to meditate. Find some time to create a sacred space where it's only you, the divine, your angels, your ancestors, and guides, okay? Whoever you feel you want to invite into your space, or if you just want to connect with your higher self. It's very important, especially as the world has been going, especially as things have been shifting and moving. Be sure to find your center and connect with yourself, because you are your star player. As my girl Lulu would say, you get in tune with your star player, okay? That is not my words, that's her words. Now we got I Am Light that just popped in. So let's see, Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective when it comes to this spread for the Sunday Soul message? All right, we got 2 that popped out. Excuse me. We have moving forward. The first step is taken within our stillness. So didn't we just say sitting still, meditation? The first step is taken within our stillness. You're going to get a lot of guidance if you find some time to reconnect with the divine. We also have enough. You were born enough. So if something is bothering you, making you feel like you're not in the right place, making you feel like you don't know who's truly connecting with you or what's truly connecting with you, this may cause you to feel like you're not in alignment or you're less than or something's wrong. And I feel like the divine is saying with this enough and moving forward, taking the time to tap into yourself reconnects and finds your center. And we have assistance with access. It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. So, yeah, some of you all, you could be feeling like lost. You could be feeling like you don't have anything to give. You can even feel tired. You can feel like, oh, I have nothing else. It says the ending and the beginning lie on either side of the same door. And I feel like that's all about perspective. And then we have renewal. Regeneration begins with decay. So, the overall energy of this spread, if you're looking to move forward, if you're feeling like you're stuck, they're saying get still. Get still, get focused, get set on who you are and what it is that makes you you. You know what I mean? Sometimes we take too much distance from checking in with ourselves, and when the world gets to doing this thing, it makes us feel out of balance or off track in some type of way. And the divine is saying, don't sit in that energy at this time. I feel they're saying you are enough as you are. Okay. Also, distractions could be very significant. You could be feeling very distracted. You could be feeling disconnected. You can be feeling out of tune. But the divine is saying, like, whatever that is, come back to your center. Come back to your grounding. Some of you all may need to get out in nature. You may need to let the wind blow on you. You may need to let the sun shine upon you today. Okay. Especially if you feel like you need to reset your energy. So let's get an ancestor message out here. Then we'll pull on this believe in your own magic. What do you have? Holy Spirit, thank you. We have embrace your inner gypsy, freedom, fun, and music. See what I'm saying? Like some of you are, you need to get outside. Maybe you need to have a little fun. You need to be intentional about your days or your activities. You need to start planning things for yourself as if you would plan for others. And then we have take time out at the bottom of the day. Siesta, I think that says siesta, recharge, and rest. Then we have that take time out. Then at the back of the deck, we have go with the flow, let go, rest, manifest. So this is a day where you're needing to let go. If you can find something fun to do, do it. Something that brings you enjoyment, do it. Don't feel the need to do too much. Don't feel the need to really like bend over backwards or lose your head in something. Let it come to you is also what I'm getting. I'm getting an energy of receptivity, but they're also saying would take time out, recharge. We got rest out here twice when we saw that. Take a break, relax. And I think I said that in one of the other collective messages where some of y'all, you're going to be feeling sleepy and tired, but it's because you're needing to rest. You're needing to relax. You're needing to be still. You are enough in where you are. And this, now I'm picking it up, where some of you are, you think that you showing that you're making progress to the divine is you constantly being in action, taking action, doing things, when sometimes you're meant to rest and plan. Sometimes you're meant to rest and receive. Sometimes you're meant to just take care of yourself. So I feel that the divine is saying that for some of us, we do need to learn to relax, and you're enough in that relaxation energy. You're not doing anything wrong because you're not doing anything. You know what I mean? Let's get into this. What's going on? Whatever you can't resolve on your own, the divine is like, ask us for help as well with the assistance with access. Holy Spirit, what do you have? We have library. Take control of your own narrative. Okay. Mouse. This is going back to that energy of being enough. Like, don't let anyone or anything define you based off of how it interacts or receives you. Yeah, look, let them go. Can I get one more before we tie this together, Holy Spirit? You've earned all your stripes. All right, so bottom of the deck is start a revolution, and then we got weave together the crown that you deserve. This message theme is around you kind of like validating yourself and leave the rest to the divine, whatever it is that you can't figure out. For some of you, you are connecting with a person, a thing, and you were wanting some acceptance, some validation. Maybe this is even like you had some financial goals and you didn't feel like you met those financial goals. And because of that, it makes you feel like, you know, you've taken a loss in some way. You are not enough. You're not doing enough. And the divine is like, be willing to let that go and validate yourself as being enough, regardless of the feedback that you're getting from the outer crowd. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, Julie. And it's like, they're saying like you've earned all your stripes, which for me feels like you have nothing to prove. You have nothing to prove. And sometimes the best thing for us to do is have fun, enjoy our life, and rest. So for some of you all for today, whatever you were planning on doing, whatever you were trying to like get started or get in motion, I feel like if you're not just writing it down and planning it, and you're planning to just take action and go full throttle, today may not be that day. Because the divine is saying the first step is taken within stillness. You were born enough, and it's time for freedom, fun, and music. And they've been telling me that personally, like, you need to bring more fun into your life. You need to be interested in having fun. Okay. Hey, Lo, what's up? And so there's something around you defining yourself based off of either the deeds that you do, the actions that you take. And it even could be like maybe you put in a lot of energy or effort for whoever needs this part of the message. Maybe you put in a lot of energy and effort into a person. You've shown a person that you were available, but the divine is saying, let this person go because they could be pulling away, or they could be like, you know what I'm saying, kind of unknowingly or knowingly pulling the strings for you. And you don't need that in your life right now. Someone or something could definitely be making you feel like you're not good enough. You could be feeling like, and they also want you to look at like, is it because they're not giving you the response that you're looking for? Because if it's based off of things that they can do on their own, know that you have no control over that, and know that that's not something that you should like dwell upon, or you should really like be in the energy of, oh, wonder what that means, or dig too deep into something when you really don't have to. Okay, that's what it's giving me for this energy out here. The Sunday Soul messages are meant to be a growth message. They're meant to be an encouragement message in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Forever who needs the message. Okay. Excuse me, because there definitely could be something that's bothering some of y'all. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be something that just didn't go the way you wanted it to go. And the divine is like, you can always ask for the help that you need. We got gratitude coming out. Life is one big continuous cycle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. So the divine is saying right now, be sure that you are focusing on what you already have. Be sure to focus on the gratitude of where you are. And then we have dream talk. Your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks to your dreams. Just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, and messages and more. Okay. Bottom of the deck is soul solitude and be proud. So again, there's this energy of you needing to reconnect back and meditate. Okay. Really get back into whatever ways that you communicate with the divine, whether that be on your walks, whether that be in water, whether that be through lighting candles and just, meditating, sitting down, deep breaths, stretching, yoga, whatever it is. And they're saying be proud because right now, some of you all could be feeling like, because you haven't like felt a big epiphany or a big change or a big message or a loud and clear signal, it doesn't mean you're not connected, and it doesn't mean that you've lost your way. Okay, with this be proud, it says it's time to look, it's time to celebrate all that you have achieved and all that you are, all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you have achieved and be proud. And you've earned all your stripes. So some of you all, you're needing to take the pressure off of yourself, because you could be feeling like, yeah, look, stay connected. Can't make it up. Like, your relationship with the divine is very important at this time. The divine is still loyal to you. They still love you. Okay. You're still welcome. And then here it is, have fun at the back of the deck. So the divine is like, look, your life doesn't have to be all, um, it doesn't have to be uniformed, where it's like, I can't find an analogy for what I'm trying to say, but your life doesn't have to be rules and playbooks. Okay, it doesn't have to be, we're following this, we're doing this, we're doing that, and there's no room for fun, there's no room for gratitude. It's really a message of, your everyday life could be so like demanding of you that you forget to connect with the divine, you forget to slow down and meditate, you forget to have fun, you forget to know that you're enough. Like, even when things don't go your way, when people don't react the ways that you feel like they should, or a way that you thought would be positive, or in a way where you are curious but maybe they're not, you know what I'm saying? The divine is like, you still have other things to be grateful for, you still have done work on yourself that's valid. Are we giving ourselves credit where credit is due? And I got 12 on my clock, so that could be valid for some of y'all. And 4 could be significant because I got 13 here, then we got 4. um But yeah, the divine is like, look, your subconscious is talking to you. And some of you all, I'm also getting this energy of let your inner world speak. Some of y'all, your inner world validates you, but maybe you dismiss that because of what's right in front of you. Like, you like, man, I can't be doing a good job because I'm not getting this feedback. I can't be doing a good job because I'm not. And they're like, no, you're doing a great job. We speak to you in your dreams. We speak to you in your visions. We speak to you in every day. Notice how you feel. Tap into who you are. We're right here. But don't put so much pressure on yourself to be a certain way. You're just fine as you are. At this very moment, wherever you're watching this reading, take the pressure off of yourself to create something, to become something. Now is the time to relax, have fun, and reflect on how you have changed in so many different ways, regardless of what you think should be in your life at this time. Okay? Some of you all, you need to go back to a positive habit that you had. You could have been like a journaling type of person. You could have been the type of person you'll slow down and you'll read a book. You could have been the type of person, maybe you like to play your computer games. Maybe that makes you have fun. You could have been the type of person you like to paint, you like to draw, you like to read, you like to write. Do something simple that makes you feel good. But that also gets you into an energy of solitude. And I always encourage something that you do with your hands because it will get you into a meditative state. Even if you're not the type of person that like to sit down and meditate and breathe and all of that stuff, you may not be that type of person, or you may not be in the mood for that, because I'm not always in the mood for that. Sometimes my meditation is going to show up when I take a bath. Sometimes it's going to show up when I take a shower, when I wash my dishes, okay, when I'm doing my hair and I'm looking in the mirror. Sometimes mine shows up when I'm on a walk. Figure out in which ways does your soul feel like it needs that attention, because it says your soul needs attention with this soul solitude. Soul solitude, your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. There's a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. So the divine is wanting you to reflect. Look at how far you've come. And if this is about a relationship, and let's say the relationship didn't go well and the divine is asking you to let it go, or the signs are telling you to let it go based off of the interactions that you're getting, the divine is like, that's exactly where you need to be. Because remember at one point when you would push for a relationship to work, remember when you would make something happen that didn't need to happen, and it led you to a place that you had to heal from. You're no longer taking yourself through those unnecessary woes with the Five of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, with the Hierophant, you've learned a new way to do things. Honor that. Even if the old feelings of what has happened in the past show up for you, the fact that you're taking action in a new direction that serves you better, it helps you to deal with your insecurities. It helps you to deal with, whatever you feel like you've lost. All right, Holy Spirit, what messages can you add to this before we close it out? I'm not going to drag it with this message. It's a fairly simple message. We got Page of Pentacles. You could be starting something new today, or getting back on track with something that you were building at one point, or something you just wanted to do, something you had fun with. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, which means that you don't have to make things move on its own, because to me, the Wheel of Fortune is divine interference. And we have the Six of Wands, which means that you're going to get the recognition that you deserve, the things that you've overcome. It keeps repeating itself. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, and the 7 of Wands. Your energy is protected. You are on the right track. You have nothing to worry about. Everything is divinely aligned. Okay? And you good, baby. Can I get final messages? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, today it just feels like it's a chill day, to be honest. Don't be out here trying to turn the wheel. Don't be out here trying to make something happen that you don't really need to make happen. You really need to be in the flow, is what I'm feeling like. And it's kind of like things appear when you're having fun. When you're enjoying your life, that's when things start coming to fruition. Okay. Can I get one more? Thank you. Look, Emperor. Yep, Emperor is here. Knight of Wands. This is getting excited about something again that maybe you've paused on with the moon and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Something you were building. I feel like you're going to find the excitement in it again. Either now or whenever you see this message, whenever you get into this, you're going to find some excitement back in something. You're going to get your power back. You're going to be getting recharged at something. But it's like if you're willing to take your hands off of it, let it go, let it be what it is. Don't push too hard, right? It would be like, for example, me trying to make this video an hour long when I really don't have to push too hard to drive the message home. You feel what I'm saying? Like anything, don't overdo it. If you clean the kitchen and you're able to just get the dishes done, you're able to get the mop the floors and clean off the stove, but you've been wanting to scrub the walls, you may not have the energy for that. And they're saying don't push yourself to do that if it wasn't really within the plan, or even if it's in the plan. It's kind of like, be proud of the fact that you did the other things. Notice the stuff that you have done. Be grateful for the strength that you had to do things. Like one thing I did learn too was like I've learned to start being thankful of just having the strength to be able to do things. So like when I went on my morning walk, I was thankful that I was able to have the strength to just move my body to make it blocks down the street, when there's people who they can't go a block without needing to sit down. They can't go um, to a park because they may get stranded because they're in pain. You know what I'm saying? It's people that really struggle with their health. And here I am, able to dress myself, able to comb my hair, able to go to the park and walk around. That's freedom. And I'm grateful for it, you know? And in those moments, maybe sometimes that's what you were guided on that walk to do, to see how the world is really open to you. And in what ways do you have freedom that is specifically for you? People can share that freedom if they're willing to enjoy it. But if you just focus on you and your life, that's specifically for you because that's the path that you went down for that day, even if it's a literal path. And I even saw an old friend that, and it was so random. Like, you know, I wasn't expecting to see somebody that I knew, and I saw somebody I knew, and it was such a pleasantry to see that person, you know. Now I don't know, you know, I had to learn, and I'm learning not to think too deep into things of, you know, why I ran into that person, because we can get so I can get so, okay, what's the meaning of that? And sometimes you're just meant to just exchange energy, even for a brief moment. Okay. And those answers will come to you at some point. But going into this energy of not feeling like you're enough, going into this energy of like, well, why didn't the person stop and talk to me? Why didn't it last longer? And why didn't it? We're digging into places we don't belong. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to accept that. Like, it's okay to have brief moments and to keep going with your day, you know? That's just me sharing my little experience, but it can show up as anything. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to run into somebody today, but it could be like you in your garage doing something and then you come across a project, an old project or something you was working on. It could be paint buckets and you like, oh man, I was gonna paint the garage, and you could be encouraged to start the process again because it's fun to you, or it's something that you know you wanted to do. You were doing something and you discovered something else. And it could be a space where you want to plan some things. But I don't feel like today is a day of heavy action. I feel like today is a day of sitting in your power and knowing that you've already done enough to make your life mean something, even if that's just being you and enjoying whatever time that you have. Because here's the thing, and not to get too deep, but like if you knew when you were going to pass away, you would probably be planning each day and making meaning to each day. Even if that meant I'm gonna relax today and I'm gonna enjoy every bit of this relaxation. I'm gonna enjoy every bit of how soft this bed is. I'm gonna enjoy every bit of the freedom I have to watch my favorite TV show. I'm gonna savor every bite of this food that I'm eating because it's delicious. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about that too when I was walking. I was thinking about the human experience and wanting to really just ask people, like, what is your favorite part of the human experience? And I know we talked about it when we was on Patreon. We did our coffee messages. Like, what is your favorite part of the human experience? And for me, it's laughter, food, flavor, music, dance, even just being the ethnicity or the what do you call it, race, ethnicity, whatever, being who I am. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those days where you get excited about the small things. You get excited that you've made it through a lot of things, and if any ill feelings come up, they're not anything to make you feel like you're not good enough. In fact, they're showing you how, they're reflecting back to you how at one point you probably would have fell apart or you would have overthought about something, but now you handle it with grace. Okay? So no sudden movements, no major pushing the ball up the hill today. I just feel like the divine wants you to really savor your energy and rest in who you are and be proud of it. And know that you will be moving forward as time goes along. Okay? Let's get you an advice message and then we're going to go. Closing out message. Holy Spirit. Very beautiful message today. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective when it comes to the spread? We got soulmates. Interesting. Soulmates. Then we got serendipity. So all of this isn't for nothing, okay? As you are taking your day to accept the day as it is, there's a change in the wind that's getting ready to come. And I feel like it's going to be within the people in your life with serendipity out here and co-create. The divine is like, baby, it's people on their way to you. The more comfortable you feel being in your own energy is how comfortable people will feel in your energy, how they're feeling guided to you based off of their interaction with you and your magnetic energy. Okay? So I hope you enjoy your day. I hope this message was helpful whenever you see it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.